Well, hey everyone, this is Troy Harper here at Harper Cigar Lounge, and I'm here today to do a review on all the Off the Soundboard KISS albums. Uh, Maybe some of you guys know about these, maybe some of you don't, but there are a total of six of these Off the Soundboard albums that have been out for a little while. The most recent I'll do an unboxing on. But before I continue, if you love this content here on this channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the like, leave your questions, comments, and feedback, share this content with everybody you know, hit the bell below. You get all the latest updates and content here so you're never behind, so you never miss anything. I appreciate your guys' support and all of you that have been with me from the beginning up until now. All of you are just as important as the others. So without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And so I appreciate you guys very much. You guys mean the world to me. And I want to give a shout out to my buddy Ed over in Japan with Caps on Cameras. Such a huge support to me and keeps up on the majority of everything I do, along with my buddy Daniel Remains over in Canada. Both of these guys are just great friends. They've been great followers, family members of the Harper Cigar Lounge channel. And I just want to give a shout out to those two guys. They're just such a huge support to me. And all of you guys out there, all of you, I appreciate you. I'm mentioning these two guys because they constantly, which I love it. They always message me. They always stay in touch with me, and I'd love to see a lot of you as well out there do that with me. Uh, so anyway, please stay in touch. I'll get in touch with you as well. And if I didn't do a shout out with you today, make sure you let me know if you'd like me to do a shout out for you, and I'll make sure I do that. I will here soon again on another podcast here soon. I'll do more shout outs with all the new members of the Harper's Cigar Lounge YouTube channel and the Facebook group page, and I'll make sure that I get all of you guys in. But set your if you're a new member to YouTube, make sure your channel is set to public so I can see you. If you're set to private, I can't see you on my side of things. So you might get missed in the shout outs when I do a full shout out section on my podcast for you guys, which I plan to do another Harper Cigar Lounge podcast tomorrow. And I plan to do a lot of shout outs. So set your YouTube channel to public if you're new, and I'll make sure I get a shout out on you. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate you being here. Again, I'm going to do a review on the KISS Off the Soundboard albums. And I don't have the actual vinyls. I've got all the CDs, which there's six total, which the newest one came out last year in March. And so I'll be revealing that one last. But I've got these going in order of the years. Not necessarily the years that they came out, but the years of the recordings. Um, and so I'll make sure I let you know the year that these do come out, that these did come out. And I appreciate you guys very much. I really do. And I've got a giveaway for you guys. Um, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, between now and then, um, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, all you newest subscribers, along with all you older subscribers, but especially you newer subscribers, I'm going to be looking at your names on my YouTube channel. So make sure you set your channel again to public, because I plan to, I've got different things I'd like to give away to some of you guys out there. And one of them will be one of these Off the Soundboard albums, brand new, sealed up still. And I'll reveal that to you. And there's some other things I'd like to give away also. So get you guys between now and then, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're at 816 right now, I believe, or 818. I would love to, you know, draw some names out of a box or out of my Boston Scally cap, have my wife draw the names out. And I would love to draw some names and send you guys something special out there. So make sure you guys get your YouTube channels set to public. And that way I can see who all my newest subscribers are. So, but I'd like to sure do something nice for all of you. But yeah, right now we are at let's see, for subscribers. Let me see here. We're at 816 subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. So help me get there, guys. Be a part of this family. Um, and it doesn't cost you anything. All you gotta do is, sign up and hit the join button. Hit the join button and set your channel to public, and you're all set. So anyway, guys. But first of all, let me get into the first album. This is the KISS Off the Soundboard from Des Moines, Iowa, recorded November 29th, 1977, during the KISS Alive 2 tour. And there's nothing fancy about these albums, I'll tell you that. There's nothing fancy about these, but this is what they all pretty much look like. But here's the KISS Off the Board from Des Moines, Iowa, 1977, featuring Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss, of course. Um, and again, recorded live at the Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Des Moines, Iowa, November 29th, 1977. This is probably my favorite out of all of them, besides the one that I'm going to unbox. The one I'm going to unbox, I've got downloaded on my phone so I can play it in my car. But I finally was able to get the CD, so I'm really excited to do that unboxing. But anyway, the track listing is I Stole Your Love, King of the Nighttime World, Ladies Room, Firehouse, Love Gun, or Let Me Go Rock and Roll, Making Love, Christine 16, Shock Me, I Want You, Calling Dr. Love, Shout It Out Loud, God of Thunder, Rock and Roll All Night, Detroit Rock City, Beth, and then Black Diamond. Now, if you got the Kiss Live 2 album, the track listing is completely different than this. And actually, the last 4 songs on side D, album 2, side D, there's it's 4 or 5 studio albums that aren't even live. So this is a really special album to me because this is like the whole live set from Des Moines, Iowa. And the sound on these are not, mixed or anything. They're not crystal clear recordings. There's, a few little rough edges here and there, some areas that might not be as clear as others. But overall, the sound quality of these is very, very good. I've just been really impressed with the sound quality from these coming straight from the soundboard during these shows. So anyway, guys, yeah, the first one, Off the Soundboard, from Des Moines, Iowa. And this is absolutely probably my favorite next to the one of them that I'm going to unbox. So anyway, I don't have these any like from best to worst or worst to best. I'm not doing that today because I love all these. I love all these in their own way. I really do. And it's just special to have all these live recordings from shows that I didn't get to go to. So, but anyway, so that was the first one. Again, Kiss Off the Soundboard from Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Des Moines, Iowa, November 29th, 1977. And, the discs, they all, have a silver pressing on the outside. But yeah, just, great discs. They really are. Nothing fancy, no extras. You're getting just the recording and just, this here. So, and this is, pretty much what they fold out to look like on the inside. You got your song listing, you got your producers, your mixing and recording guys, management Doc McGee for McGee Entertainment says special thanks to Andrew Daw and Carolyn Baker. So some thank yous and some credits. So anyway, but so again, Des Moines, Iowa, 1977 during the KISS Love Gun tour, the Love Gun tour. This is a really cool one also that I had picked up a while back. By the way, this was released in 2022. This next one was released in 2023, and this is from the ASYLUM tour. And this is a really rare recording because it's got Mark St. John on it. Rest in peace, Mark St. John. We lost him a little while back. But he was just with KISS for a short time during the Animalized tour. So I'm sorry, Animalized tour, not ASYLUM tour, Animalized tour. ASYLUM tour was next after that. But this was recorded at the Mid-Hudson Civic Arena in Poughkeepsie, New York on November 28th, 1984. And the track listing on this is Detroit Rock City, Cold Gin, Creatures of the Night, Fits Like a Glove, Heaven's on Fire, guitar solo by Mark St. John, Under the Gun, War Machine, drum solo by Eric Carr, Young and Wasted, bass solo by Gene, I Love It Loud, I Still Love You, Love Gun, Black Diamond, Oh Susanna, Lick It Up, Rock and Roll All Night. And yeah, just a great great album. This is probably one of the most rare albums. And I apologize. The guitar solo is actually from Paul Stanley, not Mark St. John, which I don't know why they didn't have him doing a guitar solo on this. That would have been even more cool on this album if he had been doing a guitar solo on here. But just the fact that he is playing on all these songs does make it very special. Mark St. John, what a great guy. I mean, I thought he was a great guitarist. I thought he fit well in with KISS. I thought he was a great fit for KISS. And it's sad to say that he was only on the during the recording sessions for Animalized, and halfway through the Animalized tour, he started getting arthritis in his hand. He couldn't play anymore, and then of course Bruce Kulick came in to fill in for him. That his brother Bob Kulick suggested to Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons that they have his younger brother Bruce join the band. So that's what happened. And Bruce Kulick ended up staying with KISS all throughout the non-makeup era. So anyway, but I love the KISS I love the KISS Animalized album since Mark St. John's a big part of that, and I love this right here, knowing that he was a part of that. But yeah, and it's too bad he had to pass away and leave us. So he's definitely missed, and wasn't with KISS for very long, which is too bad. It really is. But again, Paul Stanley guitars, vocals, Gene Simmons bass vocals, Mark St. John lead guitar and backing vocals, Eric Carr drums and vocals. And management is Doc McGee again for McGee Management or Entertainment. Special thanks to Andrew Daw and Carolyn Baker again. And then, of course, it's just got the track listing and who's involved with each song there. So, but anyway, but I love this album. I'd have to say this is probably, my third favorite album. If I was to rate these, I'd have to say this is probably my third favorite. Just because of how rare that recording is with Mark St. John, there was not a lot of that was obviously kept around. And I'd have to say that this next one would be equally as important to me as the previous two. This is KISS Off the Soundboard live at Donington. And this was at the Monsters of Rock in Donington, England. And this has Paul Stanley on guitar vocals, Gene Simmons on bass vocals, Ace Frehley lead guitar vocals, Peter Criss on drums and vocals. And then, of course, this was during the reunion tour in '96. So this was actually recorded before I got to see them in '96. I saw them, I'm trying to remember, I think it was in September, October that I saw KISS. Drove from Torrington, Wyoming, all the way to Omaha, Nebraska. It was like an 8-hour drive to see them play on that reunion show, which we got tickets through a girlfriend's father that I was dating at the time. He just happened to get us tickets. We got lucky because they only had one show originally, and then they added a second show in Omaha, Nebraska at the time. So I was really fortunate to be able to see them. And I'm going to pause this for a second because I want to grab just a little something from that show that I saw. So I'm going to pause this for a second. I'll be right back to you guys, and don't leave. Okay, well, I'm back, guys. I'm back, and I just wanted to show this to you. This is from the reunion tour right here. Um, and there's my ticket down the bottom, my parking garage ticket. I even held on to that. A backstage pass that I actually got from one of the roadies, and guitar picks that I got from the roadies there. But this was Thursday, October 24th, 1996, at 8 o'clock p.m. is when the show started. Um, and This was at the Omaha Civic Arena. What a great show. And yeah, like I said, I haven't kept my parking ticket. I wish I had autographs on this. I don't, but of course, I got the photo out of a metal magazine pretty much at the time. So anyway, but just a really important piece to me that I have hung up in my lounge, on my stairway coming down to my lounge here. But got guitar picks from each of the guys, plus an extra pick that I actually found on eBay that I added to this. But got picks from Ace Frehley, Peter Criss, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, and yeah, it's just a really important piece to me. And that guitar pick actually glows in the dark. It's supposed to anyway. Um, so I don't know. Let me test it really quick. Let me see if I can turn some lights out for a second and see if that actually glows. I don't know if it does or not. I'm gonna see. So hold on. Don't go anywhere. No, I don't see it. I don't see it glowing anywhere. So, um, anyway, yeah, get my lights situated again. So anyway, sorry to scare you guys and put you guys all in the dark with me. I thought I would see if that would glow or not, and maybe it hasn't been. It probably just hasn't been enough light. But just a close up there, uh, that guitar pick there, Kiss Alive Worldwide 96, 97, and it's supposed to glow. That pick is supposed to glow, and I believe it's from Ace Frehley if I remember right. I believe it's Ace Frehley's pick. Um, I'll have to open that up sometime and look at it. But yeah, again, just a really important piece of memorabilia that I have around here. I've got tons of Kiss memorabilia. In October this year, I plan to do a big, probably a two-part series from all my memorabilia from the Kiss reunion tour. I'm talking about my T-shirts, my tour shirts. I'm talking about my figurines, tour books, autographed memorabilia, keychains, you name it. I plan to do a big show in October discussing the Kiss Alive Worldwide Tour, discussing my experience going to the show, seeing Kiss in '96, and just my whole experience of that trip and what it was like going. And I just want to do a big celebration show, anniversary show for that tour. So anyway, and I got some other great material that I have discovered from their farewell tour that I want to do a show about. Just some things that maybe you guys don't even realize that I didn't even realize was going on during the last stages of the farewell tour. And I want to do a show on that here soon. So be looking out for that show pretty soon. But I'll be doing that later this year, sometime this year. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and but I can't wait to do my anniversary show. But anyway, yeah. So Monsters of Rock track listing on this, and again, this was August 17th, 1996, just 2 days before my son's birthday. Actually, my son was born in well, he was born August 19th of '98, but this was August 17th of '96. So anyway. Disc one. There's two discs with this one actually. The other ones have one disc that I've showed you so far. This has two discs, and again, they all pretty much look the same. They've just got that silver outer pressing there. But anyway, so track listing. Deuce, King of the Nighttime World, Do You Love Me? Calling Dr. Love, Cold Gin, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, Shout It Out Loud, Watching You, Firehouse, Shock Me, Strutter, God of Thunder, Love Gun, 100,000 Years, Black Diamond, Detroit Rock City, Rock and Roll All Night. Now, the only thing missing on this track listing from this show is Beth. I was a little disappointed that Beth wasn't being sung by Peter Criss on this show. Really, yeah, just a little disappointed. That's absolutely one of my favorite Peter Criss songs, of course, and really was the start of ballads, really back in the 70s. So I think that was the first ballad to ever make it big. Probably besides maybe Aerosmith's song, which will come to me here in a second. Shoot, I can't think of that song. The big ballad that Aerosmith did in the 70s. Dream On. I'm sorry. Dream On was it was more of a power ballad than just a regular ballad. Because it did get a little harder as it got faster as it went on, then just got kind of full blown into that hard rock sound. So I don't know. This is I consider that more of a power ballad, where this was just a regular ballad, with Beth. But yeah, I wish they would have had that on here. Too bad they didn't. I don't know what song they would have had to take out to put that in, but I know they're probably allowed so much time since there's other artists playing, during that festival at the time. So they probably had to keep it at a certain length, their show. But what song would I take out to keep Beth in? I don't know. That's a hard one. And I can't imagine what that would have been like for the band to decide what songs they were going to sing, since they're, pressed for a certain amount of time that they could only play. You really can't take anything out. I mean, it's just they're all their biggest hits. Yeah, you really can't take anything out. It's just too bad they couldn't have added Beth into that somehow. But anyway, so this was released this was released in 2022 as well. So and again, it's just it's got the song track listing, who was involved in that, management, thank you, same people that they've thanked on the other live albums. But anyway, so yeah, so there it is right there, live at Donington. There's the back of it. Here's the inside of it right there. So again, nothing fancy. And I'm sorry if I didn't show you that one very well, but here's the previous one. KISS Off the Board at Poughkeepsie, New York, with Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Mark St. John, Eric Carr. And there's the back. And yes, there is some profanity and some talking that maybe shouldn't be going on sometimes. So there is a parental advisory label on that album with Mark St. John. So anyway, but yeah, so next one. And this is the one that I'm going to be giving away to you guys. And I've got another album by The Who, a live album by The Who, still sealed. And the one I'm going to give you guys is still sealed of this one. But I've got a sealed copy of a great Who show. And I believe it was from Woodstock, I believe. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a Who show pretty soon also. And I will discuss more of that particular live album that I'll be giving away on disc, brand new sealed still. But this one right here, I'm planning on giving away to you guys. This is something I'd like to send out to somebody out there. If you're one to help me get to 1,000 subscribers at 816 right now. Had a massive amount of subscribers this past month, 116 subscribers this past month, over this month. So I'm very appreciative to all of you for that. But anyway, yeah, so Kiss Off the Soundboard, Tokyo 2001, at the Tokyo Dome, Tokyo, Japan, March 13th of 2001. And Paul Stanley on guitar vocals, Gene Simmons on bass vocals. Ace Frehley, this is such a rare recording. This was actually after, this recording was after they had brought Tommy Thayer in, from what I understand. And then Tommy Thayer was absent for some personal reasons. They brought Ace Frehley back in, and they've got Eric Singer on drums and vocals. And this was part of the farewell tour. This was part of what I'm discussing in a later show. So yeah, so a really rare recording because Ace Frehley's back in the mix instead of Eric Singer that replaced Ace Frehley during this whole farewell tour, later on in the farewell tour. So anyway, yeah, so just a really rare recording where Ace Frehley comes back in. So track listing on disc 1, 2 discs to this one. And again, there's the front of it. Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, Eric Singer. Detroit Rock City, Deuce, Shout It Out Loud, Talk to Me, I Love It Loud, Firehouse, Do You Love Me, Calling Dr. Love, Heaven's on Fire, Let Me Go Rock and Roll, Shock Me, guitar solo by Ace, Psycho Circus, Lick It Up, bass solo with Gene Simmons, God of Thunder, drum solo with Eric Singer, sorry, Cold Gin, 100,000 Years, Love Gun, I Still Love You, Black Diamond, I Was Made for Loving You, and Rock and Roll All Night. A lot of songs on this album. Really, a lot of really great sounding album. And yeah, all these albums really do sound pretty good overall for not having any extra mixing or extra touch-ups or anything like that. But another rare recording. Definitely a great album, one of my favorites as well, of course. I love all these albums, like I said. But I love them all in their own way. I really do. But anyway, last one, before I do my unboxing, got Live in Virginia Beach, July 25th, 2004. This is probably my least favorite one. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's a great album, but it's my least favorite. Just because there's not any of the original members in there. And I don't know how rare of a show this really is because Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Tommy Thayer, Singer ended up being, the regular lineup for a lot of years with the makeup after that farewell tour ended. So anyway, but on this, again, Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Tommy Thayer on guitar, Eric Singer on drums. Relighted. This was recorded live in Virginia Beach on July 25th, 2004. And this was actually recorded on the beach, from what I understand. So I don't know. I believe it's probably maybe a spring break kind of thing, or just a summer show, a special show they wanted to do. And this is a 2-disc set also. And they all look the same. The discs all look the same as the others. But disc 1 has Love Gun, Deuce, Making Love, Lick It Up, Christine 16, Tears Are Falling, She, Got to Choose, I Love It Loud, I Want You, Psycho Circus, King of the Nighttime World, War Machine, 100,000 Years, Unholy, Shout It Out Loud, I Was Made for Loving You, God Gave Rock and Roll to You Too, and Rock and Roll All Night. And I forgot to mention, let's see here, Live at Donington was released in 2022. And Live at the Tokyo Dome was released in 2021. And then you got Live in Virginia Beach that was put out in 2022. So nothing was put out until 2025. And this is the album right here. This is the unboxing I'm going to do. This is from the ASYLUM tour, Off the Soundboard with Eric Singer. I'm sorry, not Eric Singer, but Bruce Kulick on guitar, Paul Stanley on guitar and vocal, bass bass is Gene Simmons and vocals as well. And you got Eric Carr on drums and vocals, and Bruce Kulick on backing vocals. So anyway, but let me open this up. There's the back of it. It's all in Japanese. I actually ordered this from Japan, um, and it took a little while to get, but I got it. Came in great shape, and so thank you to the buyer that sent this to me in such great shape. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this came straight from Japan on eBay, and it's not a it's not. This is the actual disc that was brought out. I mean, of course, it is off the soundboard. It's not a a professionally done album. None of these albums are remixed and put out as official releases. All these are, of course, they are official releases through KISS, but the packaging and everything is just very bootleggish like. And this actually comes with a book, which I did not know that. So anyway, I'm just opening this up. And so I got it opened, and of course, here's this that comes off of the front. I'll put this probably on the inside, but all in Japanese. And I forget what they call this little thing that they put on the Japanese albums, but really cool. That's all in Japan in Japanese. Really cool. And so anyway, so here it is on the inside, right there. It looks like a lot of this is in English on the inside. Gene Simmons on bass and vocals, Paul Stanley guitars, vocals, Bruce Kulick on lead guitar vocals, Eric Carr on drums and vocals. This was, of course, recorded at Hemisphere Arena, San Antonio, Texas, December 3rd, 1985. Same thank yous, same engineers, pretty much, same management. But my gosh, there's some, looks like there's things are put a little in here, a little more differently and a little more professional looking than the other albums. And this actually comes with a, wow, look at this. These are black discs, and it actually comes with a vinyl sleeve. So that's really cool. And then of course you got this jacket for your CD. So this is kind of more in like a vinyl style setting, which I really love. I think that's really cool. I'll put that back in. I'll go over the track listing here in a minute. So that was disc 2, actually. Here's disc 1. And I saw something. What's in here? There's something extra. Oh my gosh. Wow. Holy cow. I can't wait to show that in a second. But here's the first disc again in another vinyl sleeve that you're like a vinyl would normally be in, and black outer pressing there on the disc for disc 1. Boy, this is worth the price I paid, and believe me, the price was not as much as I ever expected it to be. I think I paid around 35 or 40 for this set. But anyway, so disc 1, put that back in. And so it's got some extras here. So first of all, the book. Here's the book. This was such a hard find. It took me a little while to find this. Again, this came out like in March of 2025, and I could not find this disc for a while. And I finally found it on eBay, and I thought the price was right for as rare as this pressing was. Not a lot of these were printed, from what I understand. So on the inside, you've got track listing starting off in Japanese. It does say "Kiss Off the Soundboard" in English in San Antonio, Texas, December 3rd, 1985. And then got a bunch of credits and different things in Japanese. Then you've got the song. You got the songs with the lyrics in English and Japanese. So I think that's really cool. And all throughout this, it's just got all the songs listed with the lyrics in English and Japanese. So that's really cool. Really cool. How about that? And then at the end, of course, it's got, I don't know, looks like some thank yous in Japanese maybe here. But so anyway, that's cool that it came with this little book, because the other ones have nothing like that. And this is what's really cool. It came with a little mini poster. This is really, really cool. So here's a little mini poster, live shot of the band during the Kiss ASYLUM tour, San Antonio, Texas. So that is just made it worthwhile right there, having that rare picture um, from that show. So how about that? That's really neat. Anyway, so how about that? I'm really excited about the fact that it came with all these extras. Um, and I'll get into the track listing still here in a moment. I was putting all this back. Let's see if I can get everything put back together the way I need to. There we go. Yeah, and I think I'll keep this little insert on the inside here. I think I'll keep that on the inside, so I don't have to worry about that too much every time I take this out of the sleeve. I am going to keep this in this protective sleeve that it came in, I think. But anyway, so the track listing on disc 1 is Detroit Rock City, Fits Like a Glove, Cold Gin, Paul Stanley guitar solo, All Night, Eric Carr drum solo, War Machine, I Still Love You, Under the Gun, and Bruce Keela guitar solo. And then disc 2, Tears Are Falling, Gene Simmons bass solo, I Love It Loud, Love Gun, Rock and Roll All Night, Heaven's on Fire, and then Oh Susanna, and Look It Up. So anyway, but yeah, so anyway, so there's the front, and there's the back. So that's the poster that's on the inside pretty much right there, that back cover photo. So really cool. So anyway, I think this is probably, I gotta go back and rethink here. Could that possibly be my new #1 album? I would say yes. This is my #1. This is my favorite one so far. Just not because of the extras, but because of the sound quality is great on this. And ASYLUM, the ASYLUM album was my favorite Kiss album with in the non-makeup era, and it was a show I wanted to see. Was I wanted to see Kiss. I wanted to see Kiss during this tour, and I never got to. So anyway, so this is my #1 just because of the fact that I just love the ASYLUM album so much. It's my favorite. And so anyway, so I wish I could have seen that tour. And then I'd have to say my second favorite is going to be, of course, I guess I'm going to have to change this up a little bit. I want to say that my second favorite probably is going to be the Live at Donington Kiss from 1996, since I got to see them on that tour. Just a special time in my life getting to see them back in the Love Gun outfits, the original members back together with those Love Gun outfits, and the stage setting, more modern, but trying to get that Love Gun 70s feel to the show. So just a great memory again to see them. And then I'd have to say that my third favorite would be of course, the Kiss in Poughkeepsie, New York, with Mark St. John. And yeah, just a great album and just such a rare recording. And then I'd have to say next would be the Tokyo show with Ace Frehley back in the mix from 2001. And then the last would be Live in Virginia Beach with Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Eric Singer, Tommy Thayer. That'd be my least favorite. So I guess in a way I am kind of going from my most favorite to least favorite. I lied to you guys in the beginning. I planned this all along to do my least favorite to worst. Well, none of these are bad. I shouldn't say worst, but my least to the most least favorite, I should say. But so yeah, so my #1 favorite off the Soundboard album is Kiss ASYLUM from the ASYLUM tour. Again in San Diego, Texas, December 3rd, 1995. And then Kiss in Des Moines at Veterans Memorial Auditorium from November 29th, 1977 with Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss from the Love Gun Tour. And then we got Live at Donington from 1996 with all the original members. August 17th, 1996, live at Donington at the Donington Festival. And so that's 1, 2, 3. My fourth favorite would be, of course, the Poughkeepsie, New York show with Mark St. John. Just such a rare recording there. The guitarist, I wasn't with him for very long. And then let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then my fifth would be the Tokyo show with Ace Frehley back in the mix of things again. Tokyo Dome, Tokyo, Japan, March 13th, 2001 with Ace Frehley. And then the last show, live in Virginia Beach, July 25th, 2004 with Paul Stanley, Gene Simmons, Tommy Thayer, Eric Singer. So those are my, that's my ratings, or that's my shows in order from my favorite to least favorite. So we got 6 albums total there. So anyway, but that's them. Those are all my Kiss Off the Soundboards. I'm sure there's going to be more coming out, I would imagine. But anyway, but yeah, just nothing too fancy about any of the packaging. That ASYLUM is probably the best ones with all the extras, I would have to say. So anyway, so yeah, really cool, really cool. So I'd have to say that these are, some of my favorite albums, live albums from Kiss, definitely. Um, so, but really cool stuff, guys. If you have any of these albums, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments, what you like about these. So, if you don't like them, let me know also. But yeah, so just I love this ASYLUM. I think that's probably my favorite so far. Out of all these, I really do, with the 77 show being second from Love Gun. So anyway, guys, there they are. Let me know what you think in the comments about any of these. Let me know if you own any of these. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know, what's your favorite, least favorite of these off the soundboard shows. And let me know, your again, let me know your most favorite to least favorite if you own all these. What order would you have yours in? And are these albums that you don't have at all and you're just not interested in getting them? I definitely say give it a try. I think any of you would really like these. They're rare, raw recordings, and they're not polished or anything. I really think you guys, if you give them a chance, I think you'll love them. I really do. And I hope Kiss will be bringing out more. I really do. There's so much stuff that they haven't brought out albums with, or these live albums for tours yet. I would love to see one from their very early shows, like from 1974, 1975, 1976. I'd love to see, something from the Rock and Roll Over tour, from the Destroyer tour, from the Hotter Than Hell tour. God, I think that would just be incredible. And I hope they will do something like that. Hopefully there's some good enough recordings out there that they can maybe do that. I'd love to see more shows from their non-makeup era, like during the Crazy Nights tour, during the Lick It Up tour. Something from the Creatures of the Night tour would be really cool. So anyway, guys, and Kiss, if you're listening, if this podcast finds you, I hope you guys will be bringing more of these out from different tours. But anyway, guys, that's my review and unboxing for the ASYLUM uh, off the soundboard album from the ASYLUM tour, along with all the other off the soundboard albums from different tours, different eras. But anyway, guys, let me know how you're doing out there. Stay in touch with me. And if you're new to this channel, make sure you like, hit that subscribe, punch that subscribe button, hit the like, leave your questions, comments, and feedback. Share this content with everybody you know. Hit that bell below to get all the latest updates and content so you're never behind, or so you never miss anything here. And again, guys, I appreciate all your support to me here. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I couldn't do this without you. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. So anyway, guys, God bless. Keep rocking out there. And I'll see you in the comments. I'll see you soon on some of the other podcasts out there. You guys take it easy out there, okay? I'll see y'all soon. Bye bye now.